Hi there, I'm Lisa Arana, and I'm so thrilled that you are joining me for today's Assemble This video. Today's card is an extra special one. My grandma turned 100 years old, and I wanted to make her a very special card to celebrate. It's all about the shine today and easy foiling using the new Unity and ThermoWeb adhesive transfer sheets. I'm starting out with some stamping. I'm using the Birthday Blooms stamp set by Unity Stamp Company. I have some vellum in my Misty, and I'm just prepping that with an anti-static tool. And then I grabbed some Versamark ink because I'm going to be doing some heat embossing. So I'm going to ink that up really well and then just stamp that onto some vellum. Next, I'm just going to put some white embossing powder over the top of that Versamark ink and slide that around. And it just slid off perfectly because I did use my anti-static tool. And then I let my heat tool heat up really well for at least 30 seconds and then melted that embossing powder, being careful not to burn that vellum. Next, I have a piece of Nina Solar White cardstock that I die cut with this cute stitched heart die. It leaves the stitched edge in your paper on the inside and the outside of the heart, so it's really super cute. Then I grabbed some adhesive transfers from ThermoWeb and Unity and a carrier sheet and place some cardstock down into that. Next, I'm just going to cut out the happy and the birthday from the adhesive transfer sheets. Carefully peel off the backing of those transfer sheets to reveal the glue, and then tack that down. You don't want to touch that glue because it can mess up that transfer, so just be extra careful. And then next, we're going to run that just through your die cut machine. I have a big shot, so I just put my sandwich down. I ran that through my die cut machine twice, and then I'm just pulling off that top transfer sheet. I'm saving that for later because you can foil that black lettering using a laminator or a mink. I just love this gold glitter decofoil, so I'm layering that over the glue. I got a bit of a wrinkle, so I'm just going to gently lift that up and then slide that back down. You want to make sure that it's nice and smooth before you run it back through your die cutting machine. I do use the shim just because my die cutting machine needs a little bit more pressure. And then once it's ran through your die cutting machine, all you have to do is peel away the foil and you get this gorgeous transferred foil image. It's just perfect. It works better than my laminator. So once that was done, I'm just going to grab my scissors and fussy cut these out. Just like that. Next, let's build our card. I am building a 5x7 card this time. And so that is my card base with some Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I cut some pretty patterned paper behind the window and then laid that down onto my card front and just glued that directly down. And then I'm popping up the heart panel. Next, I'm going to glue down that pretty vellum flower. I'm using a bit of glue around the edge, and then I do have some foam adhesive behind the center of that white flower and then a little piece down um, in the bottom there. That's going to be hidden by this sentiment. I have some foiled numbers that I created in the same glitter gold foil, and I'm just going to use my T-ruler to help get those nice and straight, and they're popped up with a bit of foam adhesive. Next, I'm going to pop up the happy sentiment. Just below that, I kind of like the way that it overlaps the numbers just a smidge. And then last, we're going to pop up that birthday sentiment, and then I'm just going to glue the edge so it's at the same level as the happy. And again, I'm going to use my ruler just to make sure it's nice and straight. Now, I could have left this card just like this. I was really hemming and hawing, but it is a 100 birthday bash, so I think it needed a little bit more. So I pulled out a bunch of sequins, and I'm just adding a smattering of them. Like, it's all over the card, and it makes me happy. It's a big it's a big celebration, so it really should be shiny and celebrated. So I'm just gluing those down with some glossy accents. And here is the finished card in all its shining glory. It was so easy to add a foiled happy birthday sentiment with the adhesive transfers, and I'm really loving that double stitched heart die. It created the perfect window to frame the pretty pattern paper for the lovely vellum flowers and sentiment. The sequins just finished everything off perfectly, making this card really extra special for my grandma's 100th birthday. As always, I'll have the supplies linked in the description of this video on my Dollhouse Designs YouTube channel and blog. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Plus, if you have any questions or a sweet comment, post below. Thank you so much for creating with me. I really hope you were inspired, and I'll see you next time. Bye.